we will have a short video presentation of one of our sponsors, Cape Electric. Mr. Saravanan will lead us through their firm and products. Let's hear from him. Welcome, sir.
Good evening to everyone. Myself Saravanan from Cape Electric Private Limited. Cape Electric is a 26 years company, excellence of field of lightning protection, surge protection devices and earthing. We have two manufacturing facilities. One is in Chennai, Oragadam, and another one is in Nagarkoil. We have 3 design centers in Tamil Nadu and the research development centers with more than 27 employees working as a pan-India, and there is a large installation team with over 150 direct employees and 120 indirect employees. And our target of this company is in upcoming year is 110 crore plus 110 crore. We have a testing department. Completely they are having a facility specialized in LV testings. We have a specialized R&D team. The products which we have a manufacturer are tested in the European and Indian laboratories. Our R&D team will customize the products as per the highest standard for the Indian markets, and we have some products which is displayed as the images which is developed and released in this year. We have a SparkUp SPDs which tested for the 100 KA ratings, and our R&D team is involved in the International Standards Committee to developing and the standard products as per the site conditions wherever the conventional product cannot be used. That means our team will visit the sites and make the customized products as per the site conditions. So we have, these are the products which are handling by the Cape Electric Private Limited. So industrial plug-and sockets as per IEC 60309 class 1 and 2, it's available in IP44, 54 and IP67s. We have almost 22,000 of range of products, but in India we have a limited, that means of 230 volt, 440, 110 and 24 volt and 42 volt ACs and the DC circuits are we are having. Sockets is made up of polyamide 6 material. This is a housing of the socket, and the contacts are made up of brass nickel plated. We have the socket's temperature, operating temperature will be minus 25 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius withstand up to 1 hour. We have the socket ranges like panel mounted sockets and panel mounted inlets, trailing sockets, trailing plugs, interlock sockets, phase inverters, and switched interlock sockets mostly we are using in the data centers network. The switched interlock sockets means without inserting the plug, the switch cannot be on. That means there is no supply drawn out from the socket. So once the switch will be on, we can unable to withdraw the plug. So there is a safety, additional safety, because most of the sites what we are seeing without the interlocking, they are simply opening the top cover of the socket and inserting the wire without the plug, which will cause the accidents also on short circuits. To avoid these things, it's a more safety. And major clients for plug and sockets, we are supplying data centers across the India, then L&T, Tata Steel, IFCO, Aditya Alumina Group, Hindalco Industries, Haldia Petrochemicals, ISRO Sadish Dhawan, Indian Railways for their coaches and pit cleaning, BMRCL, Marriott Hotels and Accord Hotels all. For hotels, we are supplying a kitchen projects. For in kitchen, they are using a IP67 interlocked sockets for their equipments. So non-metallic enclosures, it's a thermoplastic family. The enclosure material is made up of polystyrene and polycarbonate. It's IP rated as per the IEC 60529 and IK ratings as per IEC 62262. We have the ranges between IP65, 66 and IP68. IP60 is up to 120 degree depth it can withstand. These enclosures are completely fire retardant. The temperature of this enclosure is minus 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius for PS, and for PC, that is meant by polycarbonate, it's a minus 35 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius. Here we have a 2 different range of products, that is a PS and PC. PS, the material we can use in the indoor only because it's not a UV resistant material. If you use this material outside also, it will be brittle within 1 year. So PC is a UV resistant material which we can use outdoor. And we have junction boxes from 2.5 square mm to 300 square mm, and MCB DBs from 3 module single pole MCBs to 72 module single pole MCBs. We can combine these enclosures and make the panels also, which we showing in the next slides. And major clients for this is Tata Steel, BSL, IG Care, Mumbai Monorail, Philips Carbon Black, National Aluminium Corporation of India, National Thermal Power Corporation, Thermal Power Corporation, which is collaborated with the Tamil Nadu Power Generation also. So completely these materials are double insulated material, so there is no record for the body earthing. So these are all customized panels, so which we say that previously the non-metallic enclosures from this side, we have the panel ranges of enclosure. We can combine these enclosures to make the IP65 and IP66 panels also. We have some certain limitations, that means up to 630 amps only we can able to make the panels. The panels will have the completely IP65 and 66 categories. The mechanical impact strength of the panel will be IK10. For polycarbonate materials, the temperature for the panel is minus 35 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius. And for GRP, that is glass fiber reinforced polyester material, the temperature for this panel is minus 35 degrees Celsius to 120 degrees Celsius. The panel is also a completely double insulated and UV resistor materials. So major clients as like TNPL, IFCO, Reliance Life Science, Visa Container Terminals, and Royal Enfield. So for next slides, I will call up Mr. Manoj to take care.
Good evening, everyone. We are going to see about the lighting production part and external lighting production, which has been maximum covered in the previous session. But anyhow, we are going to just a product overview on the subject. So in external lighting productions is pure and purely based on the standard ISIC 6305 inclusive of part 1 to 4 and NBC 2016. So first of all, to do an external lighting production system for a building, it is required to do a risk assessment. Once a risk assessment has been done, level 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, which level of protection is required for a particular building can be selected based upon the risk assessment. So what CAPE will do means, once we run the risk assessment, we will do the design part and we will do the supply and installation and testing and commissioning of the complete external lighting production system. And we will say we are the first Indian company which tested 10 power 350 microsecond lighting impulse current test for the components of lighting production conforming to the IEC standards. And we have completed more than 500 plus projects all over in India, which is supply, installation, testing, commissioning for the external lighting production systems. And our major clients in India, First Solar, Yokohama, ATC Tires, and Minda, then Alstom and Kone and Shriram Properties, in Avinga and Britannia, and in government sectors of IGCAR, then Indian School of Business, which is in Hyderabad, and Andaman Airport, and Madurai Airport, and even CMRL. And in industry sector, Salcom, Color Shines, and there are more, just a few you are saying here. Now, in external lighting production, just to give an overview with a pictorial representation. So this is a building which has indication. So this is the first parameter which I want to explain with the air termination part. In air termination, at the terrace level, we'll start with vertical air terminal, because in air termination, as we seen the previous session, there is totally 3 methods. One is rolling spear, which is identified to know the probability of lightning strike happen in the building, and second is protection angle, and third is mesh method. So first one is vertical air terminal, where vertical air terminal is nothing but a rod which is placed on the over terrace or in the flat terrace area in order to protect that MEP equipments, as well as projected AC ducts, such kind of things. So there is different models with subject to that. There will be a wall clamp provisions or with a stone-based provision, or if a metal sheet is there, for the metal sheet, based on the profile of the sheet, the vertical air terminal stands and clamping accessories will be designed. So coming to mesh conductor, here in the air termination part, we will recommend 8 mm aluminum conductor as per the standard recommends for the air termination part. And it will be a round type conductor. So while routing, it will have a smooth surface, and it will avoid a sharp bending or sharp edges at the terrace part, at the corner areas. And the suitable holders has been shown in this PPT. Then expansion piece will be provided. As we know, aluminum connectors tends to contraction expansion during the temperature variation. So in order to avoid expansion piece will be provided at some equal intervals. And next one is a cross and T-type joint connections, which is an SS accessories in order to having cross joints. And down connector, the same type of 8 mm aluminum conductor is recommended with the suitable accessories. In air termination part, as we said, in order to maintain equipotentiation bonding, the metallic structure parts need to be bonded with the LPS system. For that, suitable accessories like we will term as a folding clamp or any additional cable clamps will be used. Next, once the down connector is routed, the test link or test joint need to be fixed at the height of 1.5 meter from the ground level. So the test joint is normally will provide with an enclosure for the future testing reference and everything. And we'll fix a lightning counter over the test joint to know the lightning counter strikes which happen at the building. Then generally there is a two recommendation of earthing, either type B or type A. So type B earthing, we are recommending copper bonded conductor, which is a size of 10 mm, which will be laid around that building, and all the down connectors will be interconnected with this 10 mm copper bonded conductor via exothermic welding. So we suggest exothermic welding because it will have a strong bonding thing, and it will act as a single conductor with a continuity resistance. And type B arrangement is nothing but each down conductor should have an individual earth electrode. And these are accessories with copper bonded earth electrode with clamping and chamber and chemical compounds, which are terms as ProCell. And then it is mandatory to have the connection with their internal LPS, VR and MET connection in order to maintain lightning equipotential bonding. So while we are doing that, we need to ensure that from the MET, the neutral as well as the phase conductor should have connected with that SPD, which is a mandatory one. Next, coming to ELPS, there will in the previous session it has been explained about separation distance. So ILPS, which we term as integrated lightning protection system, where it has been having an advantage to not maintain a separation distance between the conductors and the building. So this is just a pictorial representation of that, and these are the few installation photos which are done where the conductor will be laid in the as a mesh in the soil level, and from that connector will be raised to the column, and these are the stud point which is used to test the continuity resistance test, and the continuity resistance test should be below 0.2 ohm. Now from the ILPS, further to that, in addition, we are having a major clients for who are doing ILPS projects all over India. So the few listers are Hiranani Group, TLF, Ranwal Group, Aurum Ventures Group, Azim Premji University, M3M Projects, Asandas Group, Siddha Group, and Sriram Properties Group, Shobha, Prestige, and IBS Group, and Phoenix Malls, Marketing City, and KDPL Mall. Next, the next system is a TNS PME indicator system. We are adapting TNS network with protective multiple earthing. So in this thing, we are selecting the conductors and the earth stud, which we term as an like an MET, which we selected based upon the fault current rating. And based upon the fault current rating, the conductor selection, the grid size selection, everything will be done, and it is embedded along with the structure. So it will meet all the safety requirements and functional requirements of the electrical source and equipment. And it's suitable for LV and ELV transformer earthing up to 33 kV. So this kind of projects we have done vast in India, and one of the major clients is the first and foremost project is going is opposite of this campus, L&T Innovation Campus, then Bharati Realty and CTRS Data Center, and Dale of Projects, Brilla Estate, and Loma IT Park, Amar Builders, Panchsheel, Embassy Projects, Bajaj Plant, and Christian Medical College, which is having 500 beds, then Kaveri Hospital, Helios Hospital, Nilima Hospital in Hyderabad, and Lissi Hospital in Kerala. Next, another major topic which need to be tell here is a global earthing system. So global earthing system is nothing but it meets all the safety and functional requirements of electrical source and equipment, which is suitable for HV, EHV, LV, ELV, and transform up to 33 kV. So actually, this is most concern should take in the data center sectors, where data center complex with starting from the 220 kV input and a GS substation, which is about 150 megawatt, and from that 222 kV distribution and 2.5 megawatt DGs, which is approximately 16 numbers. and a 400 volt of final use on a consumer premise and LVDC and automation areas. So this will ensure the safety parameters for the complete building, not all for the building from the incoming to the end use area also, the complete earthing safety requirements and accordance standards will be ensured. So while adapting this kind of system, it will ensure there is no need of any additional vertical electrodes in the soil. And it will test the touch voltage current injection kit will be 3 volt, and radiated electromagnetic penetration will be tested, and all functional tests of electronics related to earthing and EMI area. Next, surge protecting device, which will be used on LV power, data line, and a signal line. So surge protecting devices are tested as per the latest standard IEC 61643, part 11, and UL 1449, which is a 4th edition. And it is a UL, and our products, everything is an UL certified. And the response time for the surge protecting device is 1 nanosecond to the 100 nanoseconds. And we having the model such as bus bar mounted or DIN rail and pluggable designs. Available with multiple voltage ranges from 75 volt to 1500 volt DC. And every SPD is temperature over voltage tested for 120 minutes, and it capable to withstand of 2 hours. And it has an indicated backup fuse protection with short circuit current rating up to 100 kA. And we having an advanced model with multi-stage failure and remote monitoring provisions. And another, we having a dedicated team for testing, and we are completely looking after electrical safety audit and earthing audit of an LV system. So we are doing testing and verification of resistance of conductors and automatic disconnection of the supply, and floor and wall resistance at wet areas, and the resistance of the equipment and conductor, which is a testing of insulation resistance of equipment and conductors, and measure of touch and shock potential. And we are doing plus testing of RCDs and portable applications. And earthing audit in HV systems will raise as an indicative test for the complete HV area and measurement of touch and step potential. So apart from this, for lightning protection system survey also will be done, and functional test of LV and HV equipment with respect to CT, potential transformer and CB transformers, etc. So thank you. This is an overview of our product.